Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Batman Arkham Origins DLC. Tonight is a special showcase of the new 52 Batman. How's everybody doing? Thank you guys so much for getting up to past 40 likes. You guys rock. Your first like goal is 100 likes. And we're going to get into more of Arkham Origins as we complete the Metal Mastery. Metal Mastery. Mastery of Metals. And also immediately following the stream will be a special presentation of what is Pal World. I don't know what it is, but that's going to be happening, so hopefully you guys look forward to that. Most likely that'll be kicking off at 9 o'clock. I tried to get the stream started a little bit earlier, but I needed to eat, because I didn't get a chance to eat before the 4 o'clock stream, so that's why I'm running a little bit late. Okay. Alrighty. But hopefully you guys having a fantastic night, and you're ready for more Arkham. So, yes. Hello, Alfred. Alright, so today's skin is the new 52. Which was a mixed bag. It's a very big mixed bag. I'm kind of looking forward to that weird Pal World thing. It looks like Pokemon with machine guns. I don't know. I've heard interesting things about it, so I'm gonna go in with an open mind and see what it's all about. The more I keep looking at the picture, it reminds me of kind of like Monster Hunter meets Pokemon. But with machine guns.
Yeah, like Monster Hunter. Yeah, exactly.
Need anything, Alfred? Only for you to stay
Only
safe.
for you to stay safe, sir.
So it's not exactly copying off Pokemon then.
So, I am working on a really big video called Project Sabbath, which is actually the code name for the canceled Damian Wayne Batman game. It is a mini documentary that will be airing on the O1 channel this weekend. What is that? Zelda, what are you doing? So we will be going into details about that game, as well as the voice actor Josh Keaton, who played Dick Grayson in Arkham Origins, the multiplayer, which a lot of people forget. Josh Keaton, Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, played Dick Grayson Robin in Arkham Origins. He let the cat slip out of the bag that he actually was the voice of Damian Wayne Batman, set in the game 10 years after the events of Arkham Knight. So I have some interesting details to share with you guys in a video form this weekend on Project Sabbath. So that is my big project that I've been working on for the past, I'd say 7 hours.
Oh, look, I also did the cat box.
Thank you, honey. Because I don't believe that Talia was the daughter of, Talia was the mother of Damian. I think it was Selina in the Arkham universe. Yep. Alright, so let's get into custom. Usually, Damian is the son of both Batman and Talia, but there are some Elseworld stories where Damian is actually the son of Selina and Bruce. If people don't know that. It's happened a couple times. The main canon one is always Damian is the son of Bruce and Talia, but there are alternate realities where Damian is the son of Selina Kyle and Bruce Wayne. Which, probably if they didn't go... Well, you know what happened with Arkham Knight, so it's kind of hard to do a follow-up of that game with Bruce Wayne having his identity exposed, but we'll have some very interesting things to talk about in that documentary, because when they were working on the Damian Wayne game, they hadn't actually released Arkham Knight yet. It was kind of like an Arkham Origins situation. Like, where Arkham Origins was kind of being worked on during the time that Arkham City was still getting ready to release. Oh, yes. It's going to be a fun video. Okay, so we're doing, what is this? Jailbreak Extreme? In Injustice 2, everyone knew Bruce Wayne was Batman. That's true. But the difference is in Injustice 2, most of the world's governments is gone. Like, Superman and his regime literally conquered the world, which people forget about, but they literally took down governments that opposed them. And, like, Superman ruled the Earth. He was almost like king of the Earth. So when Batman's insurgency takes over the Earth, or rather frees it, and governments are reestablishing themselves and coming back to power a little bit, they're not really so worried about the things that Batman and his Justice League team did in order to save the world, so they're not going to hold Batman responsible for all his crimes prior to basically the War of the World. But Arkham Knight is different with what happened. Like, those circumstances, the government is actually still in control of the people. You know, it's the United States still exists. Whereas in the Arkham Insurgency, or not Arkham Insurgency, in the Insurgency universe, the Injustice, Superman dethroned majority of the world's governments. And Batman, with the remains of, like, you know, certain people, started to build back up the world's natural, you know, governments again. Sort of. Before Brainiac came. Alright, let's go! Have fun on your train trip. Let's go medium health, angry, this. Works for me. This won't take long. This won't take long. Oh, okay, there we go. The new 52 costume looks alright. It looks more detailed in Arkham Knight, but I think my problem with the costume in Arkham Knight is it looks very toyetic. Like, the new 52 costume looks like a toy in Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion, but that's what I've seen. Boink. Brothers! Whee! I love Bane's thugs, they're fun. They're trying to come to grips with everything that's going on, and they're like, oh yeah, I can't mess with that guy because he was all threaded out. Man.
I am not amused.
He is not amused! Everyone, he is not amused! Am I ready for the end? No. Ta-da! It's kind of loud.
That was a little bit loud.
That is a little bit loud. There we go. That's more acceptable.
Hi people of the chat. Hi Luke Bryan. Hi Miss Deanna. Hi Big Man JC. Hello Red Hood. Hi Geo. Hi Sasmit. Or Sosmit. K-Wing, do you know any sources of Batman canon timeline for comics? I was trying to write my own canon timeline. So Sosmit.
They keep changing the timeline for Batman events, though. I would say the most interesting Batman canon timeline that I always followed was before Flashpoint. Like, that was the one that was, you know, had a lot of interesting things happen to Batman, from No Man's Land, War Games, The Killing Joke. You had Batman Year One. You had The Prodigal. You had Nightfall. Each element of Batman's timeline before the New 52, like, he was an older Batman. He had a son. He had things he dealt with Ra's al Ghul, like the Legacy virus. He lost his sidekick, Jason Todd. You know, then Jason Todd came back from the dead. It's the most unique of all the timelines that Batman has ever gone through. And it was the most fun because it also showed, like, Batman age as well as Batman get defeated and Batman be triumphant. So, I mean, by the time he has his son Damian, he's probably, like, when Damian is 12 or 10. I'd say that Batman pre-52 is probably like 47. Something like that. When he, you know, went back in time fighting Darkseid, he was probably, yeah, close to like 48 when he came back. Something like that. He was pretty old. Or older.
And Miss Deanna was saying before that we might have to eat some of the Pokemon we conquer or something.
Interesting.
Kind of like Monster Hunter, I guess. Since we
So literally,
it's like Monster Hunter Pokemon.
Pal World might be like all my Pokemon jokes that I've ever had about killing Pokemon.
Oh my gosh.
Now I can actually do it. That's kind of exciting.
Thank you so much, Kwings, says Salzman.
Yep.
Really appreciate. Yeah, of course.
So I would go and look for you want to start your Batman timeline after the events of Crisis on Infinite Earths and 0 Hour. And then there's a lot of interesting things that happened with Batman between 1985 all the way through 2000 and 2008. Technically 2009, but in 2009, that's when Bruce Wayne was lost in time. And then once he came back and he established Batman INC, he's not really around much because Flashpoint happens. So they never really get to finish Grant Morrison's Batman INC the way that it was originally designed. Because how they pick it up after the events of Flashpoint is Batman INC comes back, but the storytelling changes. It almost like gets retconned. So the stories that they were focusing on, those arcs never feel like they were quite finished. They're kind of like interrupted because of, you know, Flashpoint.
Oh, you made spent a few minutes doing Pal World? Awesome, Crocklesnar. Very cool. So I just basically made the character. Cool. And Gio was wondering, will you guys be doing Solid Snake in Fortnite tonight?
Gio, do you have any information on that, buddy? Is he a pay-for character, or do you need to unlock him? That's what that will determine. If I need to unlock him, then no. If I can do a microtransaction on him, then yes. I will do Fortnite tonight.
He is a challenge character, says Gio.
Yeah, I don't...
You probably can't... Luke doesn't have time for that.
I don't have time to do a challenge thing tonight, so I'll probably do an Arkham stream. Because, I mean, I can clickbait people and put Solid Snake on there, but there's no guarantee that I'll unlock him. I don't know if I really want to feel like doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for letting us know, Gio. Yeah, so he was saying I could use my night to stay up, because he gets certain nights to stay up late. Yeah, so don't waste your stay up night tonight, Gio. We probably... I don't think we're gonna do Solid Snake tonight.
No, I'll do Arkham.
Yeah, we're not planning on doing it.
That makes it easier. Because, I mean, Solid Snake, like, you would do things in order to unlock him, but, I mean, you wouldn't be able to unlock him in one night anyway. And I don't know if people would actually watch that or not. I don't think so. Usually when you put the character on the thumbnail, people are expecting you to unlock the character.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to take, like, a couple weeks to unlock him. Just like, I mean, it took forever to unlock,
I mean, if
Optimus
you want,
Prime.
I could grind off camera and then you could just show them off later.
Yeah. That's
It's not like
probably-
anyone cares to see the challenges.
Yeah. Something like that. Alrighty. Here we go. Whoop.
You unlocked him in like 5 minutes? Oh wow, Gio. Well, you are really good at Fortnite, so... Alright, thank you, Amber and Luke. No problem, Gio. Thanks for wanting to stay up and watch that.
I might do it tomorrow then. But tonight
If I
I'm gonna do Arkham because I don't know what's gonna happen after Pal World. I don't know how well that's gonna be received.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to jump on the bandwagon because so many people are talking about it and streaming it. So I was thinking maybe it'd get views today.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. But YouTube's algorithm for live streaming has changed again. So
Yeah.
yeah. Whoa. Whoa! I kind of messed up there.
Hi, Saban. How's it going? Great to see you. That would be sweet. That'd be sweet of me. We'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna try to. Yeah, maybe I can. Grind off camera, we'll see. Unless Luke wants to stream unlocking him.
Well, I want to see, like, how long it's gonna take.
It might take Luke a little bit of, like, time to research and think about. I'm the same way with that, like, I have to plan ahead.
And tomorrow I have a very fun video on the Let's Play channel. There will be a noon upload tomorrow, because I will be working on one. Because a favorite Nintendo franchise has been leaked, and it's coming back. And it's actually being made in-house. So they're not getting another company to make it. The last time this game came out, it had mixed reception, and it was responsible for getting us kicked out of the Nintendo Ambassador Program.
Well, I know what that is, Star Fox.
That's right. Star Fox is coming back, and it most likely is going to appear on the new Nintendo system. So there's some very interesting developments with that, and I will be talking about that in detail tomorrow at noon on this channel. Because it's a big deal. And it's not just a rumor either, because there was a patent. There's a patent. Whoop. I failed. Was that 4 or 3? 1, 2, 3. No! I failed. I gotta do it again. Failure. New 52 Batman failed. Try again. But yeah, that's exciting to me, the fact that Nintendo is actually it would make sense, Jimbo, if Deadshot is from Elseworlds. They'll probably not do that, though. I'd said that would have been a nice little twist, like, hey guys, the reason why you don't know who I am is because I'm not actually the Deadshot from your world. And then they could have led into, I'm from another world, and then, you know, what? But no, they're probably not going to do that. They're probably going to do the lazy thing where they just, like, say, oh yeah, I was the real Deadshot, and this guy was fake.
Yeah.
Which I hate that.
To answer your question, Jimbo, how Rocksteady explained it is,
You lost your chance to walk away.
basically, when they were originally making Arkham Knight, they said that Deadshot was Deadshot, the real one, and then randomly, when they were making the Suicide Squad game, they randomly said that Deadshot was the real one, and that the other one wasn't real, he was just a fake Deadshot. But it doesn't make any sense, because, number one, Deadshot's shots were so good in Arkham Knight. There's no one who could have made the shots.
Not Arkham. Arkham Origins and Arkham City.
Arkham Origins and City, yeah. So Arkham Origins and City, like, his shots were too good. They couldn't have been a pretender. And also, they said in interviews that it was him. So they completely changed, like, basically, they didn't want to admit that they changed Deadshot's, like, how he looked and also his personality completely. They didn't want to admit they did that, so they just pretended that they didn't do that, and then thought no one would notice.
The narrative director did it. Like, it was a Warner Brothers decision. Like, it was a corporate decision to, you know, follow the whole Suicide Squad thing. Because originally, the Suicide Squad, WB Games Montreal, had the patent for the Suicide Squad game. They were working on a Suicide Squad game with Deathstroke, Harley Quinn, and some other people. But what happened was, the rights ended up going to Rocksteady for some reason, and then WB Games Montreal was given two options. They could work on a new IP for Warner Brothers, or they could make a new Arkham game. They chose to make a new Arkham game, which was called Project Sabbath, which would take place 10 years after the events of Arkham Knight, and it would have released in 2020 or 2019. But it didn't happen. Like,
why not?
They went and they did Arkham, or they went and did their own original thing afterwards. Because the game just... They were having a problem connecting it to Arkham Knight. Like, because their main character was going to be Damian. Because just like what happened with Arkham Origins started its development, like, early, like, right before Arkham City released, because they were using the Arkham City engine, right? Because Warner Brothers had given them permission. So, Arkham, they used the Arkham City engine, and they didn't actually know how the ending of Arkham City was going to go, right? So the same thing, when they were basically given the engine from Arkham Knight by Rocksteady and Warner Brothers, Arkham Knight wasn't completed yet, so they didn't know how the story was going to go, and Batman was going to reveal his identity. So Bruce Wayne appears 10 years later in the follow-up to Arkham Knight, and he's like got a white beard, he's worn, torn from like, you know, everything that happened after what they were going to call the events of Arkham Knight. Like Gotham was going to burn, like the prophecy from Azrael. So
yeah.
Gotham was basically a no man's land. It was a city that was kind of in ruins, and you don't recognize it. That's why the city 10 years later looks like garbage. Instead of the city 5 years later in Suicide Squad, it just looks like a normal city.
Yeah.
So anyway, Batman was this old, grizzly, kind of like, not Frank Miller-esque guy. He had a white beard. He wasn't Bruce Wayne anymore. He was just Batman, and he was fighting his war on crime, but he was getting older and slower, so he got a predecessor, or a successor, Damian Wayne, who was his son. But what they don't tell you is, who was he a son of? Batman and Talia, or Batman and Selina? They don't tell you.
It could have been Selina.
Right, because Selina Kyle has been Damian's mother in some alternate realities and comic books, but for the most part, Talia is always the mother of Damian.
Yeah.
Right. So, basically what happened when they were further along in development, like, there's several rumors as to why. Like, the actor of Batman, like Damian, has his own, you know, reasons, but Jason Schreier has kind of dismissed that, and he's like, no game gets canceled because of leaks. That's not true. There are some games that do get canceled because of, like, poor reception from the audience. Just like there are movies that get canceled because of poor, you know, feedback from test screenings. Like, that kind of stuff can happen. So, I believe it was a combination of things. I think that it was a combination of the story from Arkham Knight ruined the sequel to the Damian Wayne Batman game. The game getting leaked beforehand, like several years before they were ready to release it. As well as, you know, stuff going on behind the scenes internally. Because you have to remember, there was a time where WB Games Montreal also was in a transition of, like, losing a lot of their staff. So there were several factors. Because most of the people that worked on Arkham Origins happily moved over to the Batman Arkham sequel, like the Arkham Knight sequel, that they were given permission to do. But most of those team members did not work on Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights and WB Games Montreal from 2018 and even 2017, they started to do like a hiring process where a lot of their key positions that, you know, were filled for things like Arkham Origins and other games they worked on, those positions had opened up. And you can go back and you can look at the Twitter history and LinkedIn when they were hiring all these people, because a lot of their team members left after Arkham Origins and after this game was canceled by Warner Brothers, the Project Sabbath thing. So, I mean, you can line it all up. There's, like, a series of events that led to the death of that game. And part of it is Rocksteady's fault, because of how the game ended, with Bruce Wayne having his identity exposed. Like, how are you going to continue, you know?
Maybe you could have the Flash reverse time.
No, they didn't have the Justice League. The Justice League was always just Easter eggs. It was just like kind of Rocksteady's fun way of being like, yeah, it's an established universe. There's all this stuff going on, but they never actually planned to ever have Superman or the Justice League interact with their Batman. Maybe WB Games did it later on, but it was never ever considered, because that Rocksteady guy that we used to talk to, who's no longer there, I don't know if he's at Sefton's new company or not. But when fans would ask him about, hey, why was there all these Superman Easter eggs? Where was Superman, you know, when when he was having his identity revealed? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
And the Rocksteady guy, who's no longer there, he said, well, Superman just wasn't around. It's like, well, was he off-world? Was he, like, Justice League business? Could he not get to Batman because of the bombs around Gotham? And Rocksteady was just like, he just wasn't around. We had no plans for him, you know? They're just fun little Easter eggs. Try not to think about it. We're just, you know, we love Easter eggs. We're big DC fans, so they didn't plan anything. They never planned on the Justice League ever. Any reference to the Justice League, any reference to Superman, the Flash, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, they're just Easter eggs.
Basically, even though they made a great game series, they didn't make it possible for anyone to continue it.
Pretty much. So if you factor that in, then that's one of probably the core reasons why Project Sabbath just didn't make it. Like, the leaks were part of it, because people are like, oh, a Damian Wayne Batman game, which, here's the thing. When the game leaked that it was in development for the Damian Wayne Batman game, people were actually excited. Some people are kind of like, I don't really want another game after how Arkham Knight ended. But also some people were like, yes, a new Arkham game in like 2020, 2019,
Yeah,
2018, let's go.
For it. I would have been really happy for that.
Yeah, but I mean, there was a lot of things behind the scenes. That's why there's multiple rumors. We will never know the real reason why the game was canceled. But my video, I'm going to get very thought-provoking with people and talk about, the layoffs, or not the layoffs, the leaving of WB Games Montreal and bringing in new people to work on the new IP Gotham Knights. Because, I mean, there was a lot of Arkham games canceled.
Yeah.
There were three Arkham projects canceled in the time span of 5 years.
Maybe that's why people are so sensitive about Gotham Knights, because it was a new team of people that worked on it.
Well, people saw they saw the name WB Games Montreal, and they assumed that the people that made Arkham Origins were going to give us a great Bat Family game.
But it wasn't the people
who made Arkham Origins. No. It was only part of the team that made Arkham Origins. Most of the team that made Arkham Origins, some of them went to Rocksteady, some of them went to other places. There might even be some from Insomniac. We don't know. Some went back to Square, some went to Eidos. They're all over the place. Like, people change jobs all the time. But the people responsible for making this game were not responsible for making Gotham Knights. Only a handful.
Yeah.
Yep, 3 Arkham games canceled in the span of 5 years. The Silver Age Arkham game, the Batman and Robin Arkham game, which was a sequel to Arkham Origins, and the Damian Wayne Batman game. That's 3. The Silver Age game was a Rocksteady idea. The Batman and Robin was a sequel to Arkham Origins, which didn't happen.
Miss Deanna says, wow, so 3 Arkham games in 5 years were canceled then?
Yep.
Wow. Well, Deanna's paying attention.
I did a video on the canceled Arkham Origins game, the Batman and Robin one. I talked about it years ago. It would have been like almost 10 years ago. Because plans for that started after they finished Arkham Origins. Like, they had two development projects that they were working on. They got the license to do the Suicide Squad game, WB Games Montreal, and they also wanted to plan their sequel to Arkham Origins because they figured it was successful enough. They had no idea Rocksteady was going to end the Arkham franchise, which, as soon as they killed the Arkham franchise, they were like, okay, this isn't really going to work because I don't think people are going to want more Arkham Origins past games because Rocksteady's done. Because WB Games Montreal saw themselves as the filler company. Like, they're the people who make, like, the not-so-good Assassin's Creed game. Like, you know how, like, Ubisoft has multiple developers that work on the Assassin's Creed stuff? You have one that does the core Assassin's Creed game, and then there are several little, like, Assassin's Creed spin-offs or Assassin's Creed games that they're releasing, but they're not as big a scope as, like, Odyssey or Origins or Valhalla or whatever, They're just, like, kind of like Syndicate or whatever. They're like these little things.
Or the Assassin's Creed mobile games.
I would argue that Assassin's Creed 3, the one with Connor and the American Revolution, the really big Assassin's Creed game that the main team was working on was Black Flag.
Oh,
which is why
that one wasn't as good as we thought it was.
Which explains why Assassin's Creed 3 wasn't as good as Assassin's Creed 4, which was in a league of its own. And why another Assassin's Creed after Black Flag wasn't as good as the one that came after that. It's because the principal team always works on, like, one really big one, and then the team splits off to do other games to make sure they're filling in the gap, and there's always an Assassin's Creed game. So WB Games Montreal probably had this idea, we're going to be that filler company that we're going to make money pumping out, like, these different Arkham Origins sequels. The first one with Robin, and then who knows what else after that. And Rocksteady's going to come back with another big magnum opus, and they'll, then after that, we'll follow through with our game using their engine, and it'll just keep going back and forth. We'll do the minimal, kind of underrated version, and then they'll come in with their grandiose, changing the bar type thing.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen.
So basically it's like, the second person's job is just to keep it afloat, but it's like, I don't know, it's like you're given a task to try to keep it. Yeah, it's just like, it just seems like it's harder than it seems to make. It's like, I don't know. It's like if you were playing the drums for like a big band and you gave me the drum set and you were like, I have to take a break, I have to rush somewhere, I'll be right back. Just keep going with the drums, just keep hitting this. How hard can it be? Just keep it going. And then I'm like keeping the beat going, but I keep messing it up. The whole band falls apart. It's like, it's not that hard, but for somebody that doesn't know what they're doing, it is that hard. Like, to just keep it afloat, like...
Well, yeah, well, think about that, because, like, how many we've played a lot of Assassin's Creed games. What are the ones that they always, like, they dared to do something different, and those ones ended up becoming really cool, but then there were Assassin's Creed games that just followed the same formula. Yeah. It's because when they were working on those same games that they were doing the same formula stuff, like, there was a team working on, like, the next big Assassin's Creed thing. And there was always the next big one. You had Origins, which was ancient Egypt, which was huge in scale. Then you had the one that came after that wasn't as good. Then you had Odyssey, which was a big Greek thing.
Yeah.
Then there was another Assassin's Creed game that was kind of meh. And then you had Valhalla, which raised the bar even more. And then you had another game that didn't do quite as well. And then Mirage.
Yeah, I mean...
It follows like a pattern.
Even though there was some stuff I didn't like in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, it did feel like they did put a ton of work into it. Like, they put a ton of, like, lore and little, like, things about Viking culture. And, like, the houses were amazing. That, like, they had the Norwegian houses and stuff that they had built out of
What
wood.
was the Silver Age Batman game about? The Silver Age Batman game basically became Arkham Origins. So the Silver Age, Paul Dini and company wanted to work on a lighter-hearted, like, Batman experience that would incorporate elements of the Silver Age, because you have to remember that Paul Dini and a lot of these other guys were from the old days, so they wanted that kind of like 1960s, 70-ish Batman, like not quite Bronze Age, but not quite Adam West, like kind of that like Batman from their childhood. And they were going to incorporate things like Batman, Robin, Joker, all these other characters, but there would be like a different, distinct look to it. They weren't going for like the R-rated Batman look. And what happened was it just kind of fell apart. Like, it was a cool idea on paper, but that gave birth to the idea of Arkham Origins by WB Games Montreal. So they had to close, Rocksteady had to close that idea off, and they're just like, no, that's not going to happen. It never got any development. It was just a pitch. And then that pitch from the Silver Age Batman game turned into Arkham Origins. And then Arkham Origins, like, they did something else where, you know, they had a choice of working on the Suicide Squad game or the sequel to Arkham Origins, which was the Batman and Robin game. And then the Batman and Robin game turned into both the Damian Wayne game, and then the concept also turned into, from Batman and Robin and the Damian Wayne game, into Gotham Knights.
I really hate being part of, like, groups in school that discuss things like, oh, what should we do for our group project? And then you have to sit there and discuss it, and usually the loudest person wins, even though the person who's quiet in the corner has a really great idea, but no one's listening to them. And it's like the loud person's like, no, that's dumb. We should just have, like, why don't we do this? Let's have Jason Todd in the game, and we'll have him afraid of the video game. That's a great idea. Okay, but, like, maybe we could have a cool Damian Wayne. No, that's a terrible idea. We need to have 4 people.
No, actually, the Damian Wayne Batman game was worked on for several years. It wasn't just like, we're going to work on this for like 1 year.
I would have loved.
They were working on it
That would have
from
been a cool game.
2016. Late 2015, all the way through 2017 when the game got canceled. And then it wasn't until like around the pandemic that people started to find out about the game. With the whole Batman and Robin sequel, they had already cast their Batman and Robin. Josh Keaton and Roger Craig Smith were going to reprise their roles as Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson in the sequel. So they already had their principal cast that they were going to bring in.
So Roger Craig Smith was going to be Batman.
He was the Arkham Origins Batman. They were planning a trilogy.
Wow.
He was going to be WB Games Montreal
so
Batman.
Everyone's saying they just wanted a sequel to Arkham Origins. That was going to happen.
Yeah, they always planned on making a sequel. But things, you know, when... You have to remember the momentum shifted So when Arkham Knight came out, and remember, they're already working on their sequel or their whatever to Arkham Origins, their stuff. When Arkham Knight came out and the ending happened, nobody was expecting that to happen, because what happened was you closed the book on Arkham. You would need a very talented writer in order to find a way of, kind of getting past that ending, that kind of like Inception type ending, like Dark Knight Rises ending, Nolan-esque ending. How are you going to continue Gotham in that world? And even the DLC, which was lackluster for Arkham Knight, with the Arkham episodes playing as Catwoman, Robin, Nightwing, and stuff like that, and Red Hood, they didn't do a really good job of continuing after the events of Arkham Knight. It just felt kind of like, this is just DLC filler. It didn't add substance. It was just, it was there.
You know what I would have done after you already had, like... Okay, what happened at the end of Arkham Knight again? Everyone knew his identity, right?
Scarecrow won. Scarecrow revealed that he was Bruce Wayne to the world.
Scarecrow reveals he's Bruce Wayne. Talia is dead. Ra's al Ghul is dead. Which I thought was interesting, because, like, there was a, just a random fun fact, but that one monster that's name was, like, A-Z, it was pronounced Aish something, and I was like, that's interesting. So in some Middle Eastern languages, if it's A-Z, it's pronounced sh, like, instead of Raz, it would be Raish. And that would be how you pronounce it in some countries. So that's interesting. Well, how I would have done it, if you were going to continue with Damian, Batman's thing is revealed and Talia is dead. Alright, I think I can figure this out. Alright, so I think would have been cool is move Batman and Talia to the Middle East somewhere, where Raisha's place is. And have him, and have Batman, like, going crazy, because he's part of, like, have his eyes kind of, like, green, like he's full of the Joker or fear toxin, like he didn't quite get it out of him. And then, like, have him kind of go insane, and then, like, find one last Lazarus pit and rescue Talia. And then bring her to the Middle East, and then they raise Damian, and Batman can't go back to Gotham because he's already an outcast, so Damian goes back. There you go, I wrote it. That was my version of it.
I mean, the easiest way that you could have done it is, like, just do what they did in some Elseworld stories, and they already hinted that Batman actually loves Catwoman in Arkham Knight. He's already moved on from Talia a little bit, like, and Selina is falling for him, so it would make sense that Damian would actually come from Selina and Bruce's DNA. Like, you could have done that. But at the same time, you have to remember, in this sequel to Arkham Knight, Bruce Wayne is still Batman, but he's not Fear Batman, which is the ending of Rocksteady's thing, is he's the Fear Batman, he's the demon. He's using fear toxin and all this other stuff. They show concept art of Bruce Wayne, Batman, in the Project Sabbath game, and he is war-torn from the events of Arkham Knight. His suit is damaged.
Yeah.
His face is, like, he looks old. Like, it's 10 years later, and he looks like Santa Claus. He's got, like, this kind of gray beard. He's got kind of, like, this, he might be missing an eye. His suit is kind of, like, all sooty, and it's got, like, battle damage to it. Like, there's explosions, like, there's burn marks. He doesn't look like he's a very, he doesn't look like he's an active Batman, but it doesn't look like he can keep up anymore. So the whole point was he was looking for a successor, and Damian was going to be his successor, and no one knows who the mother was.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, if she's been the mom of Damian and other Elseworld stories, there's no reason they can't just do that.
And we don't know if Kevin Conroy was going to be attached to it or not. Like, they were putting together, the only cast members that they had, Josh Keaton came in and did readings for his character Damian. And they did a couple voiceover sessions, and then after that, the game got canceled. So we don't know what the principal cast was, other than Josh Keaton might know the actors who were involved, like playing Two-Face and playing Black Mask's daughter, and playing the White Rabbit, and some of the other characters, the new Poison Ivy. So the idea of Poison Ivy coming back was actually always part of the Arkham universe. Or, this is another thing to mess with your head. because of what happened to Batman and Arkham Knight, I don't think that WB Games Montreal knew that Poison Ivy died as well. So some people are thinking that the Poison Ivy character that you see is supposed to be her daughter, but it could just be another version of Poison Ivy after, whatever happens 10 years later, because WB Games Montreal did not know how the end of the game happened. They didn't know what characters died and what characters lived. They were just given permission to use certain characters from the DC Bible, and that's who showed up in their game. There were characters from the New 52. There were characters that you saw in previous Arkham games like Two-Face and Poison Ivy, but you didn't know what happened to those characters in the previous game because development began before Arkham Knight actually hit its street date.
Yeah.
So when they were actually crafting the story, I mean, they could have changed things along the way, but, yeah.
Okay.
Once the story is written, it's kind of hard to mess around with it a lot because they were basically trying to make their own Batman Beyond game, except without Terry McGinnis, which also might have been the death of the game as well, because people wanted a Batman Beyond game with Terry, and you were getting a Batman Beyond game with Damian.
Oh.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, I would be fine with it. It's better than... I mean, Damian is alright.
Can you imagine how good the game was going to be, though? It was going to follow the Arkham Knight engine. It was using the Arkham Knight engine, but it was like in a dystopian Gotham. So picture what you will with Gotham in Arkham Knight, but make it look like it came from the world of Mad Max. So it's like kind of like been through this war zone. Everything is the same and expanded on, and Batman travels on a motorcycle now instead of a Batmobile. The city is pretty much in ruins, a lot of it. And, certain villains are completely different.
Yeah,
Yeah. But the thing that would have sold that game is the fact that Josh Keaton was a very popular actor, and he's very popular in the nerd circle because he's Spider-Man. So he would have been one of the only...
Oh, yeah.
There's only been one other Spider-Man actor that's actually played Batman. And that was the guy who played Spider-Man in Spider-Man Unlimited and the Spider-Man video games. He also voiced Batman in the 2004. There's only been one Spider-Man actor to voice Batman.
It would have been Damian as Batman?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Josh Keaton still would have been Batman. He just would have been Damian Wayne Batman. But he would have been both Peter Parker and Batman. Spider-Man and Batman. He would have been one of the only other voice actors to join that very limited club of playing Spider-Man and Batman. That would have been huge marketing. And Josh Keaton's fans would have eaten the game up. So basically, Warner Brothers got cold feet. Because I think the game would have worked, and who knows, we'd probably still have more Arkham games today.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it would have flopped. I think that Josh Keaton's fan base alone, and if you got Kevin to play the older Batman, or Bruce Greenwood, or somebody else, I still think that the story probably would have been interesting.
Yeah.
Because it was the team that made Arkham Origins.
Yeah.
It was the full team.
Wow. Okay. I got kind of confused with the different Batman things because I remember Roger Craig Smith was going to be Batman, but this one with Damian was going to be an adult and be Batman.
Well, it's going to be 10 years later, so if Damian was born during the events before Arkham Knight, if he was born in Arkham City, and if he was born prior to the events of Arkham City, then they'd probably make him about 18 or 19 years old.
This person Plug with the frog emote says,
yeah,
wow, how could they have all these great ideas and concepts and then they end up landing on a live service game?
The live service game, you can blame Zaslav.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know why he would do that.
You'll enjoy this test, Batman.
In a competently written story, says Silver Sonic, Batman would make sure he was seen next to Bruce Wayne, thus showing the world that Bruce was not Batman and ruining Scarecrow's plan. And the most idiotic part of all this is he actually had Hush in that game.
Yeah, that's also the
Silver
thing.
Sonic.
I think that they completely forgot that Hush was in the game because they could have pinned the entire thing to Hush in the game.
Because
they could be like,
exactly
how can Batman be running around as Bruce Wayne if Bruce Wayne's running around? People have seen him all over the game because Hush was trying to get into Wayne Tower.
Yeah.
So they could have just played it off like they did in the animated series, that I asked Bruce Wayne, who's a friend of mine, to use his identity, They could have thought of so many different ways. But Rocksteady wanted to end Batman because they wanted to work on other projects. So they wanted to end Batman on their own terms. But what happened was this kind of screwed Warner Brothers over because Warner Brothers probably had plans to Assassin's Creed milk the franchise forever. And Rocksteady closed the chapter on that, and that just kind of threw a monkey wrench in everybody's plans.
Yeah, I think having Damien would be very interesting. Amber, could you tell Luke about the leak of the Shredder? Oh, some people believe that Shredder's coming to Fortnite at some point.
Shredder's going to come to Fortnite too? That's cool. Yeah, but anyway, I mean, this video I'm working on is like 20 minutes long, so it's going to be pretty big.
The actor that played both was Reno Romano, says Ashton.
Yep, Reno Romano. That's correct.
This is so unfortunate, says Red Hood, because I agree. If they had announced that Josh was going to play Damian Wayne, or just Batman, I love his work as Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm sure that he would have brought a following with him.
His fan base was huge. Like,
I
that's
don't know
the thing.
why.
Oops.
The fact that we've been so disappointed with these Batman games, like, and the fact that they had so many games in the works, but then they didn't do any of them, it's definitely frustrating. It's definitely frustrating.
It's incredibly frustrating.
I mean, even though we can't get Terry McGinnis, I mean, I think having Damien would be a great game.
This is why it's important for executives to be fans of the franchises that they're working on, because fans, you know, take drastic steps.
Yeah. I think if they had... I think you really need people that, like, enjoy Batman lore, enjoy Batman comics, enjoy Batman movies, Batman TV shows like Batman the Animated Series or Justice League or Batman Begins or Batman, what is that Terry McGinnis thing? Batman Beyond and stuff like that. People who have actually watched it and enjoy it, because the fact that they have to look up things and they have to figure out, like, they get things wrong, like, oh wait, oh my gosh, I don't know who's dating Barbara Gordon. Is it Tim Drake or is it Nightwing? Like, if you were a fan of the series, you would know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to join Facebook groups that only have 38 members in them on Facebook just to share videos. And they make me ask a series of 9 or 10 questions about Batman. I have to get all of them right, or I'm not allowed to enter the group. And it's stuff like, you know, like what, you know, like stuff that you'd have to know. Like, who's Batman's son by birth? You know, you'd have to know that. You know, that some of the Facebook groups I have to join name at least two Robins, and what are their names? You know,
that's funny.
And they make you name that, and it's because they only want people that are fans of Batman to join the group. They don't want posers in there. Yeah. So they want people who actually know stuff about it. So they do the same thing with Nintendo groups. What is an old Nintendo system that you have? Name one or two. Yep. And, you know, what year did it come out? Or they don't ask you what year, they just ask you, like, one game you had on it. Mm-hmm. They want to know you actually played an old Nintendo system. So this is what they should do with these...
Executives?
They should make them answer simple. They should have fans make a poll. Like, name two Robins, at least two.
Smart.
And, you know, what colors were on their suit? What color was his cape? You know, make them answer these questions, and if they don't know, then they need to hire somebody who knows something. You know, no matter how good they are at business, if they don't know the characters, because really what they should do is, if you had a fan of the series, and, you know, you had a bunch of yahoos in your office, and, you know, you were like, hey, I'm making this Damian Wayne thing, it's going to be amazing, and you had a bunch of yahoos that are like, I don't think Batman fans are going to know who Damian Wayne is. They only know who Dick Grayson is, and there's only one Robin they know. They don't know any other Robins. And you could be like, yeah, actually,
We back? Okay, we're back.
Alright, so I guess I'll just wrap it up what I was saying. So, I don't really know if you guys could hear anything I was saying, but basically, when you join a Facebook group, like, say it's a Nintendo Facebook group, you have to mention, like, one old game system you have and one game on it. And, you know, one type of game you like, platforming or, you know, beat 'em ups. You have to know something about gaming. It's the same with these Batman groups that I'm trying to share videos on and stuff. You have to know, like, they ask me questions like, can you name 2 Robins? Can you name what city does Batman work in? You know, can you name what's Batman's last name? What's his secret identity? They ask super obvious questions. And that these game executives probably don't know, because the fact that they got Tim and Dick Grayson mixed up with who was dating Barbara Gordon shows that they really don't understand anything about the characters whatsoever. So basically what I was saying before the mic got cut out is they should make them take really easy quizzes about these characters, and if they can't do it, they shouldn't get to work on the game. Like, they should know basic things about the characters.
Yeah, I agree.
And they should be pop quizzes, because you shouldn't have to study for it. It should be stuff like you already know it, because they should be very obvious things, like you would know. If you had ever watched any movie or show or anything about Batman in your life, you would know that. Yeah, but that's the problem. Like, what I was saying was, if there was a person that was good at, you know, they actually were a fan of Batman comics or shows, movies, etc., they would be able to stand against the crowd and be like, no, everyone does know who Damian Wayne is. And, you know, you guys just don't know what you're talking about. We're making this game. It's going to be great. And, you know, you might have some people like, I don't know if people will know him since he's not Dick Grayson. And I don't think anyone knows any of the other, you know, Robins. And it's like, yes, they do. So, yeah. Like, you have to be able to take your knowledge as a Batman fan and pit it against, you know, the other executives in that office who don't know anything, and stand up for yourself, you know. But obviously nobody did that.
Thank you, Corey, for the super chat.
Thank you, Corey. Says, I just got Pokemon Let's Go Eevee on Switch. Plus, how are you looking, Amber? I hope you guys are both doing well. Thank you, Corey. Really appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, like, if you think about it, one person that did know a lot about Batman that worked on the first 2 Arkham games was Paul Dini. He had to, because he was literally writing the animated series. So how could he not know about Batman stories? He researched it himself.
He was one of the core writers of Batman the Animated Series, yeah.
Yeah.
There were several writers.
So you couldn't really tell him, like, oh, well, you don't really know much about Batman. It's like, I wrote the greatest Batman show of all time, dude. I'm Paul Dini.
Yeah. And unlike Bruce Timm, Paul is a very humble guy. Bruce Timm is like, I made the animated series.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
There were actually a lot of talented writers that worked on the animated series, and some of them actually worked on Tiny Toons. Some of the guys who wrote some of the most profound stories of Batman the Animated Series wrote for shows like Pirates of Darkwater and Tiny Toons and Peter Pan and the Pirates.
Sorry you were having trouble on the Bane boss. Sorry I didn't get to your comment. Elephant Ninja says I was having trouble with the Bane boss. I think
in Arkham Origins?
I think in Arkham Origins.
Ah.
It was a while ago. I think they're still working.
Okay.
They said, oh, stuck against Bane. I am the night mode on.
Oh, I am the night mode? Yeah,
I
good
might
luck
need
with that.
some tips. He is very unpredictable. Sorry, I read that way too late.
I am the night is
I learned another way to deal with Bane. You can counter him after you destroy his Venom tank. Alright, awesome, Elephant Ninja.
Yeah, I am the night is an insane mode. Good luck with that.
This is also why, says Miss Deanna, you get continuity errors that happen in Batman Origins. Because you should be doing your homework. Yeah, exactly.
People always try to find the quick way. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, you could be a really good business executive, but not know anything about the property that you're
That
creating.
happens all the time.
Like, you could be really good at, you know, like, selling merchandise, but not know anything about toothpaste, and you're selling toothpaste that, you know, but it helps to actually know about what you're dealing with, you know, like...
Yep. You're correct. Oh.
It's like making a video for like a superhero game or something is going to be different than making it for a Colgate commercial, because you could pretty much put anything you want in your toothpaste commercial, but if you're selling a game or if you're making a game to sell to people, you know, you're going to need to know some things about the character. You can't just you know, throw the character in a game and then call it a day, like, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, so the Damien thing would have been really interesting. I think everyone would have really liked that.
Yep. I'm planning on releasing that video, I hope this Friday. Tomorrow is the Star Fox thing, which I'm very excited about, because Star Fox needs justice done to it, and what happened with Star Fox Zero was such a travesty. And it leaves some emotional scarring for me, because that was kind of like the beginning of the end of our Nintendo Ambassador career with Star Fox Zero.
Yeah.
So the fact that now Star Fox is back in-house with Nintendo, like the people who made Star Fox 64 are, you know, gonna make the new Star Fox game. And whether that's for Nintendo Switch or the Switch's successor, that's pretty exciting. Because I feel like the team that made Star Fox 64, it's one of the greatest games of all time. And,
yeah, I think so. I think it is.
Yeah.
It's so memorable. It's like, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, playing it again gives me chills. Like, I haven't played it, but watching you play it gives me chills. And we did it again for Facebook recently. It was like...
Yeah, when we worked for Facebook, we did it again.
Sorry, sweetheart.
It's not your fault.
Oh, I feel like it is.
No, we worked our butts off at Facebook. They kept changing their policy about, like, what was required of us. You can't jump through all those hoops. It's impossible.
Yeah, Corey, we can put our, I mean, our friend codes are in the members community tab somewhere. If you scroll down, they're in there right now. Thank you for the super chat. I can't put the code in right now.
No, we can't do that right now.
But, I mean, because then we'll give it to everyone in the world, and we only have a certain amount of slots open. We can try to put it back in the members tab when we get a chance. Thank you for the super chat, Corey. Appreciate that.
Now we're talking. Nope. Boom, 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 boom.
I mean, also the thing about Damien is he's very interesting because, you know, like you like to read the Damien comics where he was grumpy and Nightwing was, you know, happy as Batman.
No, this wouldn't be that portrayal.
I know.
He was gonna be like Terry McGinnis, honey.
Oh,
he was
so
basically
would be
a
the
Terry
next
McGinnis
one.
stand-in. They got Spider-Man for crying out loud, honey.
So would they make him angsty like Damien, or would they just make him... So they would just call him Damien, but they really wouldn't give him Damien's personality.
Josh Keaton, from how Josh says he was playing the character, I mean, if you saw his Robin performance in Arkham Origins, which I didn't know that was Josh Keaton. I was like, wow, who plays Robin? Because I like this Dick Grayson in Arkham Origins multiplayer. He's actually kind of fun. I had no idea it was Spider-Man. I didn't know. He's like, that's Josh Keaton? Wow. You know,
because they had a lot more... Yeah, they had a lot more multiplayer...
There was a whole Arkham Origins multiplayer, yeah. Yeah. And he played, you know, because I believe they said their Arkham Origins multiplayer took place like 5 years before the events of Arkham Asylum. So, like, Dick Grayson was still Robin, Jason wasn't. It was like kind of the end of Dick Grayson's run as Robin in the Arkham Origins multiplayer. which probably they were going to fill in gaps with their, you know, their sequel game. But
Great to see you, Brianna. Hope you're having a great day.
hi, Brianna. Thank you, Jacob, for the super chat.
Thank you,
Justo.
Justo
Dang it.
Kenobi, for the super chat.
Sorry, Justo.
The ice storm has ended up not being as bad as it could have been. Didn't even have to work overtime.
Nice.
But there were still a lot of car wrecks. Oh, no.
Yeah, there was.
Thank you, Justo.
Shoot, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, it's really hard to look at that. Every time I go by a car wreck, I'm just hoping that it's, yeah, guys, I mean,
I didn't think it would be this easy.
yeah, guys, please, remember also that Brianna and a lot of people don't like to give their, you know, Instagram to the whole world, so.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you guys might not have to, like, ask her in a message or something. I don't know. Okay, I won't butt into it, but, you know, just be, you know. Yeah, I mean, I don't have my. A lot of people like to give their Instagrams personal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, looks like everything's
You
working
lost
out
your
there.
chance to walk away.
Yep.
Yep, thanks so much, Justo Kenobi. Appreciate that. Oh no, I'm sure if Brianna says it's fine, you can. If Brianna says it's fine, then go for it. Don't worry, Alex. It's fine if she says it's okay. Sorry. I just want to keep Brianna's cool sculptures all to myself. It's a club of one that gets to see Brianna's cool sculptures. Sorry, there's no more room for anyone to see those. It's just my private Lego museum I get to see.
I got stopped by a box. My combo got killed because of a box. That stinks. Stopped because of a box. That is super annoying. Okay. Whoa.
Oh, wow. Ashton says, take the Insomniac's first Spider-Man game with the Raimi suit. They got death threats for not adding it before they updated the game.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Okay, got some new interviews this week, so I will keep you posted.
Alright, Brianna.
Alright, thank you, Brianna, for
Good
the
luck
super
to you.
chat. Thank you. Yeah, we'll be keeping you in our thoughts and prayers, Brianna, for that. I wish you the best in everything, Brianna.
Uh-oh. Bullets.
Yeah. And Miss Deanna says, wow, that sounds serious and petty at the same time. Yeah, the death threats for the Spider-Man suit. Yep. I guess I bought a pair of teal Converse canvas sneakers online. I hope they arrive. Awesome, Luke Bryan. Sounds exciting.
Yep.
I don't really know what.
What?
Oh, nothing. I have to think of something to get Luke for his birthday, but well, maybe we'll see what we're doing. Maybe we'll be traveling. I was thinking maybe there's something we could do in Massachusetts. That would be fun. But no, there isn't anything. It sucks.
PAX isn't till the spring. Yeah, my birthday falls on a time where the only exciting thing that people are really doing is Valentine's Day. Like, I mean, my birthday's there. It's important to Ambi, but
Well,
she sighs. My birthday's important to
you
Ambi.
could just
Sigh.
go to PAX or something and then see your family.
I don't know if I can afford it this year. Because
I just wish that they were still in. I'm just annoyed.
yeah, I'm annoyed too because it sounds like he's tired too. Like he's back. where he is, but now it's Jacob because he gets a super chat. Sorry, sometimes the J words, I don't see them very well.
Oh.
My bad.
Oh.
Sorry, guys.
Oh no, I didn't get to see it yet. I'm sorry. I'll try to check Discord tonight. Thank you, Alex, for posting that. I appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. Jacob says my... Oh yeah, I haven't checked my PO box yet. I'm so sorry, Alex. I will check that. Oh no, that's right. That's right. I forgot. That's right, because we already got our, thing. Never mind. I forgot.
Yeah, Alex.
I forgot. That's right. That's right. It wasn't he was going to, but yeah, he wasn't able to because something went with it. Yeah, we're good because we already got a Switch OLED.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Jacob Langlet says my new cat's name is Ziggy, and then my family and I renamed her Komori, and she's a kitten. Very cute. Oh no, you didn't do anything wrong, Alex. You're wonderful. Really fine. That was so nice of you to think of us. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you so much. Oh, you do plenty, Alex. Thank you. And, have fun with your new kitten. That sounds adorable. Hopefully she won't tear up your house too much. Thank you for the super chat, Jacob Langlet. You're breathtaking. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know if I'll have any energy.
I don't think I succeeded with this. Took too many freaking hits. Yeah, I'm at 80. If there's nothing after that, then I failed again. I think there's only 3 rounds in lot full. I hope there's 4. If there's 4, I can easily get 100,000. Yay, there's one more! Piece of cake. I got worried for a second there. I was like, Going down, fool. Goodbye. Oh my gosh. All these tractor beam punches. No. Whoops. Whoops, 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 whoops. Oh. Nope.
You messed up bad, buddy. Right here.
There we go. Now I've got the flow. As long as I don't get tractor being punched. Oh, tractor being punched. I also have I have enemy rage on, so like they respond faster than they normally would, and the DLC maps are already hard as it is. So I made them harder.
Yeah.
Because I have no idea why I did that. But that's why I'm kind of struggling, is because I made them harder.
Shake it off, boys.
Shoot! How are we gonna die again?
Can't take us off, can you?
Oh. Yeah, I really think YouTube changed the streaming algorithm, because we should be at over 1,000 views by now, and we're like half that. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Especially for the time of night and how many people are watching. I hate when they do that. Why can't they just consistently keep their streaming thing the same? Why do they have to keep dipping it? Oh. Because I mean, we haven't lost any like major subscriber loss either. Same amount of stuff. Had to be ninjas, huh? Had to be ninjas. Oh my gosh, I almost died. Crap. Got it. Ooh, that was tough. That was tough! No, thank you! Oh, I'm making these custom challenges way harder than they need be.
Oh, you sent something in the mail, Zach. I will look for it at the P.O. Box. I'm sorry, I haven't checked it in a while. Okay, thank you, Zach. Appreciate that. I'm sorry I didn't check that. And I will get my P.O. Box on there for Naomi and anyone else. That was very sweet of you, Zach. Thank you. New favorite channel? Awesome. Thank you, Blue Wolf. Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
So what do you think that Pokemon game's gonna be like? It's not Pokemon, I mean like...
I think it was from last year, or our presents. It's in the... we had it, and then we had to, it's in a big bag. We were gonna open it, at some point this year. But we had so many things going on this year, and then it's still in the storage locker. So I can, whenever, I mean, every time I don't know, it has to be up to me, because Luke doesn't have any time to do it, so I would have to do it. I don't have any, battery on my phone. I don't have any way to film it, so I don't really know how I would actually film that. I could try to...
You're all going down.
All the presents from last year.
Oh, right. The presents that are inside of the
Storage
locker. Yeah. Yeah. Explosive detonation. Take down an enemy with a propane tank using the remote claw. First, Fists of Fury. Take down an enemy with a beatdown. Take down an enemy from a walkway with a back claw. Huh? How am I supposed to take down a guy with a back claw? It doesn't look like there's an easy place for me to...
You must remain vigilant if you hope to defeat your enemy. I will have the honor of the killing blow. This is what I live for, the hunt.
Come on, be on.
Dark and cold. Reminds me of my cell back in Santa Frisca.
That worked.
Hey, you still out there? I'm coming for you.
Batman has served one of you with a valuable lesson. Be watchful.
Batman has served one of you with a valuable lesson.
I found our brother. He has been beaten. Get up off the ground.
Oh, how are we gonna do this one?
One of us should get out of here and get help.
Learn from this man's mistake. He's here somewhere. Leave no stone unturned. Huh? I grow tired of this nonsense.
Oops.
One hit me.
I could have sworn it came from over here. What?
Ow. Ouch! Ouch!
That was
Well, that wasn't good. Kind of messed that one up. Whoopsies. mean, what's wrong with Pal's World? It's not rated M, is it, Amber?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's rated M. Alright, so we're gonna move that to 9 o'clock. I mean, it's already got 20 likes, so, I mean, people seem to be excited for it, so it's a good indication. Yeah, so, besides the whole Batman thing that, because I remembered the whole canceled game stuff, it's just I never really, Arkham wasn't a topic that people really wanted to talk about anymore, right? So it's like, there was no reason for me to make, like, a video on it in the past, because, like, I mean, there was no traction for Batman stuff. People had moved on to the Spider-Man games.
Mm-hmm.
There was no hope alive for the Batman franchise to continue at all. And now we're like at a... So this is... If I was Warner Brothers, I would hit the ground running, because you're at a crossroads right now, Warner Brothers. If the Suicide Squad fails, you still have the potential to save your company, or, you know, to continue the superhero market by announcing some type of Batman game before the end of the Suicide Squad thing. If the Suicide Squad is a success, then that means, like, the possibilities are endless for, you know, DC superhero games. But it still doesn't mean the end of the Arkham franchise or the Batman games in general if the Suicide Squad flops. But if you completely, like, are shy about it and you don't do anything about it and you just kind of let, like, the chips lie where they will, they're going to run into the same problem that they did previously, where nothing ever changes.
Yeah.
So some executive needs to come out and be like, you know, we have a new developer that's working on a Batman project. That's all they have to say. And then people are like, oh my gosh. So it doesn't matter what happens with Suicide Squad. You know, Arkham fans know something's going to happen. Or Batman is coming back, or something along those lines.
When will I get my chance to demonstrate my loyalty?
Oops. What happens if I make this guy sticky?
Hey! Where did that come from? What have you done to me?
I done do everything. Will this work?
Yep, it is rated teen.
Aha! It worked! You can make them all sticky! Awesome! I didn't know I could do that, actually.
He dropped him. Are you trying to trick me? No matter. I will find you.
What's going on? I can't see.
Oh, wow. 3 medals in 1 minute. Having fun now.
You should be strong like me.
Bye.
The fight is just beginning.
Do 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 do.
You are pathetic, but you're all I have.
This Batman strikes with impunity.
How many of these guys are left?
This, mis hermanos.
I think this might be the only guy left.
Impossible! Hey! When did we get
Oh,
Oh, wait. No, it's not the only guy left.
oh, I see. We're almost done with this. Maybe I can make this soup really quick while you're finishing it. What do you think? If I put everything in the pot, it might start making good soup.
Whoa! Whoa! Seriously? Wow. Wow. That's not bad for me. That was a DLC levels. DLC levels are tough. Nice. Can we get a picture of that? To all my haters, can I get a picture of that, please? People saying I'm bad at the Arkham game. Look at that. Less than 2 minutes. On a DLC Bane level, yo. Wow. Where's my camera? Oh. Yeah, sure, honey. It's not going to be until like around 9 something. Clip that, clip that, clip that. Somebody clip that. That was amazing. Whoa. Kwing is bad at Arkham. Put that, yeah. There it is. That was awesome. But if I'm like really bad at Arkham, wouldn't I not get medals? I don't know. I'm just saying. Would I not get medals? I wouldn't get medals. I wouldn't get 3 medals on everything. Probably not. Frame it and put it on your wall. No, I've done an Arkham City one in 50 seconds before. With Batman. But I've never, that was a DLC level, so that was kind of nuts. City on fire. Hearts on fire. It's not as good as the guy who finished it in 6 seconds? Yo. That's impressive. That's insanely impressive. 6 seconds is crazy. Bum, 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 bum.
You'll wish you stayed home.
Oh, that's a joke? I mean, that'd be amazing.
This is fun for me.
Because the Bane DLC stuff was actually pretty hard in Arkham Origins. It was only exclusive to the PlayStation though, wasn't it? Because it was part of the it was part of the Nightfall stuff, so it was a PlayStation exclusive.
This will teach you.
Boxing Day. Whoa! Let's get those points up. Give him heck, boys.
You are not.
Roger. No. Remember, breaking weapons and stuff gives you points. I love this song. This, whoever, like, it's got such, like, Batman Forever feel to it. Like, the horns, it sounds like bats flying. It's cool. Like, that was the one thing I loved about the Batman Forever soundtrack, is I really liked where they were going with the music, because it did sound like bats in flight sometimes. Like this intimidating creature coming after you. I love the soundtrack for Arkham Origins so much. I'll take that, thank you. Whoop. That's gonna be over 50 already. Charles, I've said lots of good things about Arkham Origins. What are you talking about? I've been playing Arkham Origins for a decade. The only thing I've ever had a problem with Arkham Origins was the glitches and the continuity. That's it. Don't be like that. That's how my haters act. They say that I hate Arkham Origins. I don't hate it. I just have issues with its continuity. I have issues with its placement in canon. I don't hate the game. I could easily fix Arkham Origins and make it fit in the canon perfectly. It's not hard. You only have to get rid of, like, the last section of the game. Just change it up a little bit. You can't have Bane turn into a monster. And you can't have Joker meet Harley. She needs to meet Joker inside of Arkham Asylum in order for it to be connected. And you can't have Blackgate. The Blackgate game has to completely disappear from existence. Like an Arkham mobile game. That messes up the canon more than anything else. Anything Origins does, Blackgate makes worse. Whoop. Ow, ow, ow. Whoop. No. Bye-bye.
You face soldiers now.
Elephant? Who's the elephant?
Bane will kill us if...
Oh! Amber was in mod mode.
Learn of my failure.
Sorry, elephant. You became a casualty of mod Amber. I've been grinding Origins. I mean, I've been basically, this channel thrives on new content. Usually, so people are excited about the Ace Attorney game we're doing tomorrow. So I've been milking Origins and the Arkham collection. I did all the Riddler trophies. The thing that I'm upset about though is I can't actually unlock the Injustice skin because I don't have the Batarang I need. I hate that this game is tied behind the Sonic Batarang upgrade that you have to do the I Am the Night mode or whatever to unlock it. Because I can't complete... The challenges will always be like 3 medals short or 1 medal short, so I won't get the Nightfall, or not Nightfall, sorry, Injustice skin, which is so annoying. It's like I would have to go through and play the game again and make sure that I'm, you know, getting certain I Am the Night or Nightmare, whatever it's called, worst nightmare stuff like checked off.
He's not our equal.
Who's equal? What? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Him a bitter lesson.
Amber, just I wouldn't worry about it, huh?
Kill everyone in our way.
Yep.
Act like prophet.
Is that dude literally sitting on the exploding thing? That's funny. I can't blow it up though because he's I can't use any gadgets because I deactivated them for a challenge aspect.
Deserve to die with honor.
Ah, the only gadgets I can use are
I have nothing.
I love the fact that dude's just sitting there on the propane tank. I would so blow that up if I could. Oh well. That's great though. He's just sitting there like he's chilling. He's like, I'm tired. I'm just gonna sit on this propane tank. It's fine. A Chuck E. Cheese TV show is in the works? What? Oh, we're still not done? Oh, holy cow. I guess we will get 200,000. I thought we were done. Yeah, oh well. Is that guy still sitting on the propane tank? No, he's not. We are here for your head, Batman. Well, that's nice. Whoa! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da, you missed. Give me a break, give me a break. Break me off a piece of that. Car door. Nope. Alright guys and gals, let's keep those likes up. Likes and shares bring peeps in. We can get this video moving and grooving. I hit somebody with a... Yeah, I love that bats in flight sound. That is so cool. Props to Drake for doing an homage to Batman Forever music. I think it fits the Arkham Batman perfectly. Makes you feel like you're a terrifying bat creature. It's pretty cool. Boink. Yay, 200,000. Hooray. I'll take that, thank you. Nope. Nope. the only exciting thing happening in February is Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy really coming out in February? Or is it March? Well, bye. Yatta! 200,000, that's not bad. I mean, I recently saw that there is a wow, there's not that many. They have more combat maps than they do Predator for the downloadable maps. That's crazy. I don't like scare tactics. I don't like scare tactics. Well, let's get this one over with. We can at least just have that one medal sit there and, you know, because we can't do Sonic Boom. So. Would it be possible to lure an enemy into where we throw the Sonic ability? He investigates it, and he doesn't realize he's standing on a plastic explosive that's by a rail, and we knock him off the rail. Could we trick the game into giving us a Sonic Boom? Probably not. Probably not. You can try it. Yeah, I guess so. Take down projectiles. Balance, move quicker when crouched. Do 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 do. Nope. Do 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 do. Yeah, okay, whatever.
You'll wish you stayed home.
Yeah, I know you have to use it to blow up the Sonic Batarang, but I don't have that ability. I don't have the upgrade. I'm seeing if I can cheese it. Smash landing through a weak ceiling onto an enemy to take him down. Confiscated weapon. Disarm an enemy with a back claw and take him down. Upgrade required. Whoop. Oops, what happened? Yeah! That's funny, MA. Oh, it's mean, but it's funny. Hey, sweetie, do you have the window open?
I'm not even cooking anything.
Oh. Sorry. This game is not perfect, but it's still awesome. Yeah, true. Boop. 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 Gotta be a way to cheese this thing.
Run, or I will hurt you.
Gotta be a way to cheese this thing. Could somehow.
Everyone's anxious to open their presents, but there's just one more thing we have to do. Kill the bat.
Okay, I understand, hon. Mm-hmm. Disarm an enemy with a bat claw and take him down? I thought I did that. Yeah. Huh? What just happened? How did he go backwards? What? Did Arkham Origins just pull an Arkham Origins? What was that? I have never seen that. I think the reverse flash helped that guy out. What? I don't know, Amber. What was that? Yeah. Yeah, I can make myself a sandwich tonight. Sonic Boom, Smash Landing. Ouch! On it. Investigate it, investigate it, investigate it! Okay, so basically what my plan was is to put the sonic boomerang or sonic boom, lure the guy in there, and then trick the game into, as I'm crashing down from the ceiling and he's distracted by the thing, maybe it'll give it to me. That's what I was trying to do. Didn't work. No, it won't work. Stupid.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I kill your friend? Whoops! My bad.
It won't work. Without that blasted thing, it won't work. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Elephant. Why must it be locked behind that? That is super annoying. Exactly.
It doesn't matter how many of you there are.
Okay, time for some introductions. Batman, meet the prisoners. Prisoners, meet the Batman. Prisoners, kill the Batman. Attention, prisoners. Have I got a deal for you? Bring me the Bat's body and you get to go free. Of course, if you don't bring him to me, you die.
We stick to the plan.
My gosh!
Ding dong, the bat is dead. Which old bat? The damn old bat. Ding dong, the damn old bat is dead.
That was kind of funny. That was bad. That was bad. That was... That was funny.
Time for practice.
Okay, time for some introductions. Batman, meet the prisoners. Prisoners, meet the Batman.
Da-da-dee-da-da-da-da.
Kill the Batman.
Get me down.
Oops.
Get me. Get me.
Will you please hurry up in there? I've got places to go and people to kill.
Oh, of course.
Front of me.
The inopportune moment that they decide to give a guy all red. That's always fun, isn't it? And it's like, oh yeah. Oops. Yeah? Ouch! Shotgun to the face. Dude! Okay, new plan. For task 6, you have to perform ledge, inverted, hanging ledge takedown, as well as knockdown smash, which are only used within the Gotham Merchants Bank Predator. Ooh. No, I'm not doing aura anymore. They can have bombs.
Who's first?
Mm-hmm.
Here's how it works. You kill Batman, or I kill you. Got it?
What? He thought he was gonna get away opening the crate. Open faster, crate! Ah! Oh gosh. That was bad. That was really bad. That was funny though. Derp. Oh gosh.
You're all going down.
Yeah, I know I could slide into the vents. It wasn't letting me.
Do me a favor and keep them busy while I finish up in here.
Wait, what? That's not a ceiling, though. Smash through a weak ceiling? See, the fact that it gives you that, there's got to be a way to cheese the sonic boom. There has to be. Because I did not go through a weak ceiling. I did window pane. There has to be a way. That was not a weak ceiling. Oops. There's got to be a way to do this.
It's getting worse and worse.
What if...
I think of it. Hell, I've performed better takedowns. Of course, when I diving.
Come on, you idiots.
Someone help him!
Oh, come on! You won't let me cheese it, you stupid... You'll let me cheese Smash Landing, but you won't let me... It's the same thing! It's the same thing! Ah! It's the same concept!
Just about ready for you, Batman. So feel free to pick up the pace.
Grenade! Coming down!
Will you please hurry up in there? I've got places to go and people to kill.
Hey, he's still here!
Well, that didn't work. Man.
Aren't you worried about where these guys are gonna end up? When these black games finished, you think GCPD can hold them all?
Oh, jeez. Alright, I give up. I'm frustrated with... I'm frustrated by the fact the stupid bomb didn't work. Just totally kills the mood of actually trying to do the Predator stuff because you can't get all 3 medals anyway. It should have given it to me. I lured the guy with the Batarang and I blew him up. It's so frustrating. So frustrating! Alright. Just sitting there mocking me. 111, 114, 106, 144, 90, 114. Arkham Videos is actually a friend of mine. He and I go way back. He beat me by 1 month to Arkham content. He played Arkham Asylum to hype up. He might have actually been the first hype channel ever made. Because he played through Arkham Asylum a month before Arkham City came out. My first Arkham coverage that I did was Arkham City. Like, the day of release. So he did it... his first Arkham video was... Well, I mean, he did news videos, but his first, like, playthrough of Arkham was in... I believe September of 2011. And then Arkham City came out October of 2011. So. Alright, guys and gals. Next up is going to be the weird Pokemon game. So, I'm going to hook up my Xbox. I'll see you guys in about 10 minutes or so. Thanks for watching. Arkham City will be tomorrow. And, I mean, there'll probably be another one of these streams as well, but also tomorrow is Ace Attorney, so. Thanks for watching, guys and gals. Thanks for hanging out. And migrate over to the Pokemon stream. There is another Batman stream tonight at 11:30, if you guys want to hang out for that one. Catwoman. Catwoman challenges. All right, God bless, happy gaming. See you on weird Pokemon thing. Bye. Thank you for the super chat. Forgot about that.